Welcome to the Mulligan Menace. Today we got a really fun one, Ugin Zombify. You are going to see just how strong this deck actually is. I think I played a total of, 11 games, and I think I went 9-2, so that was a really good showing on a deck like this. So go through the list here. I should say first, let's just say what we're trying to do here. You're trying to sneak in big creatures really cheap, utilizing Zombify. Zombify is just a great card to pull things in. 4 mana, anything out of your graveyard. You got things like Bahamut. You got Terror Eaters. We do have one Ardyn in here. And then we also have the Vestiges. To get those in your yard, you got some great ways to do so. You got Bitter Triumph. Allows you to discard, kill off their creatures. We do have 3 of Collector's Vault. Not only do you discard it to your yard, but you'll also be able to draw a card. And you're going to create a treasure token as well, which allows you to ramp into Ugin. We have our ramp spells, Terminus of Return, Irencrag, Day of the Black Sun, just a really nice sweeper. Works really well when you get an Irencrag or a Terminus down, just so you can ramp up to cast this. We have Archive as well, 3 Archives, allows you to ramp even more. A couple more sweepers with Deadly Cover Up. It also allows you to go through their deck a little bit. Grab something out of their graveyard and then pull it out of their deck, pull it out of their hand. Really good. We do have 2 Vestiges in here. This is a really handy card. A lot of time you're actually going to see me play this when I have nothing to actually do. And it allows me to draw a card. And even if I draw land, I can ramp with it, which is fantastic because you're trying to get up to that Ugin to cast the Ugin in a lot of situations. We do have 1 of Planetarium. Makes complete sense in this deck. If you can get this down and trigger it, there's a good chance you might just find something like Bahamut, Terror Eater. You're going to see one game and just pull this right off the top of the deck. Ardyn, any of those is stuff that you could want. Really nice. Doesn't have the same restrictions as the Vestige. Vestige, I do want to note, you have that warp ability. You can play this late game and it can be really good because if you have enough land to play, you can just drop any card that you have in your deck, which is fantastic, just for 4 mana. The Ugin, obviously, we talked about Ugin is just a beast. Everyone loves Ugin in this situation, other than the people that are playing against you, right? We do have 2 Virtue of Persistence. Just really love this card in a deck like this because it not only is a nice little removal, little bit of life gain in there, but then you have that other ability where he comes in as an enchantment, you pull stuff from your yard, so you don't even need to rely on Zombify. You have the Virtue of Persistence as well to pull stuff back. You're going to see a couple of these games where I'm just pulling back, Bahamuts, Terror Eaters out of their graveyard too. Really handy like that. Keep in mind, you can do something similar with the Terminus of Return. If you utilize this to sacrifice one of your own creatures, you can actually pull stuff out of your yard, so keep that in mind. And this one's only your yard, whereas Ardyn is out of both graveyards. And then same thing with Virtue of Persistence. You can get a card from any graveyard, so remember that for those. Ugin's just for the exiles and gaining life, drawing cards. If you get high enough, you can just do the ultimate, and you can pull in Planetarium, Vestiges, Archives, Irencrags, Collector's Vault, even the Bahamut. That's why there's so many of them in here, because Ugin actually can just grab those. And the neat thing is, this is not legendary, so you can put multiple in place. So if you're using Ugin's ultimate, you can drop multiples of this. Let's say you have 3 of them in your deck. You can actually destroy 6 permanents. You'll exile 3 and destroy 2 of them. Destroy 3 of them when you play 3 of these, which is just insane with Ugin's ability whenever you're casting colorless spells. So really nice for that. Ardyn just brings back anything from your yards. Just the Terror Eater's just a beast. 19 swamps, 2 Cavernous Souls. Really name whatever you need to just to get it out there. Nothing in particular you need to name, but if you need to get Ardyn's down or something like that, or if you want to get your Eldrazi's down without getting countered, play Cavernous Souls on that. Demolition Fields just helps you get rid of those things that are kind of pesky. Manlands, things like that. We really don't have ways to get rid of manlands short of Bitter Triumph. So Demolition Field is a good inclusion in there. It also gets rid of those pesky lands that really help out your opponents. So keep that in mind. A lot of the earthbending lands, things like that, can get rid of it with this. But yeah, if you could hit that subscribe button, get to see daily deck videos, some unique builds like this, and let's get into the gameplay. All right, opponent goes first on this one. We do have some removal as well as dropping stuff into our graveyard with that. 4 lands. Let's keep it. Terminus is pretty good. Allows us to ramp a little bit. All right. I think we'll... Let's get the vault out, because we can terminus and vault next turn. That's fine. Kind of hurts for a recursion, for haste. We're ramping up pretty good here. We'll probably discard our summon. They're going to do a shelter here? No. Starship Cleric. We're probably going to want to get rid of that because they can combo out with that. So take 2 damage if they attack in here. We can discard and ramp. I think this is probably the way to go. We're fine with taking 2. Not to mention, if we drew a Zombify, we're going to be in really good shape then. All right, we'll take 2. We're already up to 5, so we're only 2 off of getting Ugin, which is pretty dang good on turn 3. So in 2 turns, we can get Ugin because we'll get the vault. We'll see what they do. I should say Ugin if we had it in our hand, which we don't. 4, 5, 6. We are a couple turns away from that. Pridemate. This doesn't have lifelink. I could just kill the Healer's Hawk here, and this kind of stagnates them a little bit. Ooh, how do we want to do this? Let's see here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. We'll have 8 mana available, just 1 off of this. Maybe we do this. Discard a card. We'll kill that. God, I don't really want to discard that. We're going to be casting that in a little bit, I think. Let's discard the swamp. They can do 2 damage to us. That's fine. Before it's my turn, we'll do that. Zombify is perfect. Alright, now I'm not feeling too bad about pitching that, but I actually kind of want to keep that in hand. I think I might actually do that. Because we got Ugin too. That's sick. Let's do Zombify. Get rid of that to start with. Okay, shelter is going to go after that. We'll just be able to kill that, no issues here. 6, 7. If funny thing is, if we get one more land, we'll be able to pay the ward cost as well, and then get it back. I guess we should actually do that to get the additional 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, we should do that. Well, that worked out okay. Go after that. Yes, I'm sure. Resolve. Pay the ward cost. Get Bahamut back. We can kill councils. They'll gain 1 life. Get our Ugin out. Draw a card, gain life. And then we have colorless spells that we'll be able to exile with. Gotta give them credit. They're hanging in there. Another Zombify. Attack in. We just get that out. Submit 0.
Heed my counsel.
Turn. I guess we might as well get this out. Bit of attacked in first. Playing sloppy now that we're so far ahead. You can do a sweeper here. Yeah, Tenacity's not going to do it. GG's. Our opponent goes first on this one. We do have a Collector's Vault as well as the Virtue. It will be nice to get down a Collector's Vault early to start ramping. Deadly Cover-Up is nice too. We'll save this to know what we want to put that on. I think we might just ramp here. Next turn we can Collector's Vault and ramp again. Why did he flash that in? He shouldn't have. You know what? Let's just be a little aggressive here just in case. In case they got counters they want to hold on to. Double spell. And we can sweep next turn if they kind of go crazy with something here. Pirate Merfolk deck? Kind of interesting. Temple. That's nice for them. We can just sink our mana into the Collector's Vault. Kind of hoping they tap out here. Discard a card. 4 or 5. Yeah, let's just discard that. We'll kill that on their turn. If they do counter it, we could just... I'm fine with them using the Air Temple here, actually. We can just then get the Virtue of Persistence, which is pretty dang good, considering we've got the Terror Eater in our yard. Okay, I'm hoping he taps out here. We can... 5, 6, 7, okay. Discard a card. Discard that. We'll take 3. Trigger the Collector's Vault. We'll discard the land. Get Persistence down. And hope they can't destroy our Persistence. Get Lost is like the card they need right now. As long as I can get to my turn with that Persistence still alive, we can get the Terror Eater down. 5, 9, 5, 6, 7. Otherwise, we need 2 more land to get the other one out of our hand. Oh, interesting. I haven't seen Verilax in a while. Let's decline that. And we can actually Black Sun for 5. Get rid of all their creatures, keep ours. And we can even cast this stuff if we want to. I should have cast. Yep. That was an error on my part. Well, we can still get our creature back. Decline. We do have another Zombify. I think it's worth it to activate this to see what we got for draw. Yeah, not important. Yeah, we definitely misplayed that. We should have cast Verilax. GG's. All right, we go first here. We got some ramp. This is a pretty good hand here, as long as we can discard, actually. Just need to find a way to get rid of our stuff, the Zombify. Yeah. Be funny if we ramp into it before we actually get to the Zombify itself. Badgermole Cup. Alright, we're going to Deadly Cover Up next. We're going to do this just for the card draw. I mean, we'll get the land in if that's the way we do it. Yeah. Okay, Bedroom's good. He's got 3 mana available. He's probably rocking a counterspell, actually, which is a little bit... Oh, never mind. Surprised he didn't sacrifice this one since it comes back. Okay, sweep. We're up to 6 land. We can cast the Vestige next turn. This tells me that he's got a Kona in the deck, most likely. Alright, 5, 6, 7. I guess we could just say Eldrazi. That way he can't counter it. Another Badger Mole. He's really ramping out here. We just couldn't get one of these in our yard fast enough, unfortunately. He might tap out here. We'll see. Now that he sees this. Okay, guess not. Let's try to attack him. Okay. Does reduce the amount of mana he has. We'll just Collector's Vault. Oh, he's got the combo. The Dawnshire combo. That's fine. We're gonna Bahamut. Okay. Oh, that's pretty good. GG's. All right, we go first here. We do have quite a bit of interaction, I guess. Just need to get land here, and I think we're in pretty good shape. Wish we had a way to ramp into the archive better. Be happy with land, though. For draws. I think we gotta go for that thing right away. I can drop this for Eldrazi. I mean, we can use that as discard fodder too. For the Bitter Triumph. Let's do that. Discard a card. Still looking for land. Okay, that has ward. We unfortunately didn't get our land. They can shelter that. Yeah. Zombify is really good if we can get there. Just need land. We haven't drew a single land here. 3 draws. That's 2 casting costs. We're still 1 off of that. Let's do this to slow him down a little bit. We can do the sweep next turn if we get a land. 7's a lot of damage. Need a land. All right. I think we're back in it. Now we can get the Terror Eater out. Shelter's fine. Can't even target it. One, 2, 3, 4, 5. We can get this out. GG's. What goes first? We have 3 mana. We can ramp up quite a bit here. If they can't remove our Irencrag, we should be able to get Deadly Cover Up by turn 4. Alright, they got blue-white. They're going to counter anything we do. Oh, it's the artifact deck. This is actually a tough matchup because the artifacts... Repurposing Bay, we want to get rid of that. Because the removal isn't really great and they can kind of race around, pretty much need to get Ugin down fast. In that case, we're going to actually do this and hope we just draw it. Bahamut's going to be actually really good to draw as well. Look, Collector's Vault down then. They can go for their Simulacrum, or Synthesizer, I mean, by sacrificing that. Simulacrum Synthesizer. Okay, let's put one on top. Okay, we're up to 4, 5, 6, 7, which means next turn we'll actually be able to Bahamut. Let's... Well, if we do this for 4, we can put in the swamp. One, 2, 3, 4. And then we'll just vault next turn. Or sorry, we won't vault. We'll vault at the end of their turn. And then we can just cast Bahamut. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. We're also going to have 9 with the Collector's Vault. Having a second one of this isn't great because they're going to get a creature here. They'll be able to scry. We're going to feel... Okay, at least they put it to the bottom. Activate this. Collector's Vault. I don't think we need a second one. Go after a Simulacrum. Can they get rid of our Bahamut? Interesting. I mean, we can go after that again, but I'd rather go after this. I think we go after... Do we just go after this? Kind of reduces draws. Get this into play, because this will do extra damage. I think they're just dead next turn if they don't kill the Bahamut. Other permanents. So that'd be 6, 7, 8, 9? Yep. You snared it. Cavern of Souls. I'm gonna draw 2 cards. Triumph. I'll discard a card. Suppose we could have actually just deadly covered up for Simulacrum. Maybe that's our next turn's play. I suppose they can repurposing Bay for it right now. But if that's what they're grabbing, they're not going to win here. Okay, we'll just go for the Simulacrum. We're going to put that into play. Oh, shoot. I clicked on the wrong thing. Clicking too fast. That's an oops. Authority of the Councils. Purposing Bay. They might actually win this. All because we screwed that one up. Yeah. Dang it! That was a big screw up on my part. I clicked on the wrong one. They wouldn't have any Simulacrums in their deck right now. I mean... say Demon. I mean, don't get me wrong. That's a pretty good pickup. Do we want that? Sure. Can they get rid of that? They gotta get rid of 3 things on their side? I mean, they could just win. Can they just straight up win here? Sacrifice a 3 casting cost 1. No, they only get 1 guy. Yeah, and then we just win. GG's. Got lucky. Alright, opponent goes first. We do have 2 land. Got the removal. Nothing to discard. I don't really want to discard the warp because that helps us go up. Irencrag is good. Let's hope we find something to discard. And draw land as well. Well, first part. Now we need 1 land. Another Bitter Triumph. Well, let's just ramp. They gonna get a creature out? They are not. Did I just warp this? I don't think we do. I want to keep Bitter Triumph up. Alright. Don't have any creatures? Okay. This is getting a little crazy. I think we just warp this at this point. For the card draw. Allows us to ramp a little bit there. We are at 6 mana. Get that out. Okay, that's fine. Gives us more card draw. Six mana. Bitter Triumph can take care of that. Then we can zombify right away.
Unrefined audience.
We'll decline. I could sacrifice everything and go after that. Okay, sweep will work too. We do have a secondary zombify here. Hopefully they don't have another sweep. Oh, too bad we don't have 7. 4, 5, 6. I think we do this. That's pretty good. Pretty good. What do we discard? 4, 5, 6. Part of me wants to keep that in our hand. I guess we'll just pitch that. It's going to be hard for them to get rid of this short of another sweeper. Decline again. We will get the persistence out. I want them to actually cast a sweeper. Because then persistence just can start pulling them back. GG's. Alright, opponent goes first. We don't have ramp here, other than the archive. We do have Bitter Triumph. So if we can draw 2 more land, we can zombify our Terror Eater. Let's keep this. Since we are on the draw, there's a good shot by turn 4 we'll be able to do that. Okay, they're not going to have a creature by turn 4, I don't think. So that might change our plan a little bit. That or they'll keep up a counter. Oh, just a straight up graveyard deck for them. They didn't have a very good turn there. We might just hide this until, especially if that's what they're casting, we might just hide what we're doing here until the end of next turn. Oh, that's not good. Ardyn and Bringer is a very bad thing for us. We'll mask what we're doing. Kind of want Ardyn, or want him to cast his mind creature to get Ardyn, and then we can kill Ardyn before it triggers. Elf, okay. Not feeling good about our chances with this one. Well, there's his Mind Bitten. I still don't think we just cast Bitter Triumph. I think we gotta hold it up. Alright, he's just trying to fill his yard now. That's bad. Terror Eater. Now he might go for it next turn. I don't know if there's a whole lot we can do here. Can get that down, I suppose. That might have been beneficial to get that out, because anything going in his yard would have actually been given to me, but I guess it doesn't. It wouldn't have been put in their yard. Yeah, I could have played that way differently, I suppose. He would have got that bringer out faster, though. I don't think it would have mattered. I don't think I want to bring that back. Let's just get this out. I think I'm dead no matter what here, right? 5. Because he's going to go after the bringer, right? Oh, he could just go after ours, too. Not that it matters. Is that enough to kill? I'm at 16. 8. Oh, God, yeah. 8. Just got another Kavaro. Enough to kill me. GG's. All right, this is an interesting one. We just don't have enough ramp to get Day of the Black Sun. They can outrace that if we don't have ramp going into this. So without any other removal, we have to mulligan this, especially with 2 Ugins. A little bit better. Not much. We'll get to 1 Collector's Vault. We'll keep it. We can get Collector's Vault down. Hopefully kill off something and discard creature. Okay, Evolving Wilds. Are they forest here? Yeah. I'm wondering if this is the enchantment deck. But okay, wasn't expecting that. Get the Collector's Vault down. We need to find something to discard, obviously. Bummer. And I suppose we can just demolition field his forest. Otherwise, we take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 next turn. He is stuck on 2 lands, so maybe that's the play. Oh, we can't do that. It's not a non-basic. All right, I guess we just do this right away. An Ugin. Start a land. We're a little ways off of the Ugin, so that doesn't have any factor in what's going on. Sweeper would be really good next turn, especially with Boroid here. We're already too late for the... yeah, GG's. Just couldn't get there fast enough. All right, we go first here. We do have 2 lands. Don't have anything for Bitter Triumph, but we can get to our Collector's Vault, which is good. Especially when we can get to our Planetarium, possibly. Deadly Cover-Up. Let's try it. I think we're going to run a risk because we don't have black mana. Get that out first. Yeah, they're going to race us pretty quick. Hey, that's good, but we need black mana, so it doesn't really matter too much. I guess we can just say Eldrazi. Collector's Vault out. Badger Mole. Okay, we can kill Badger Mole if we get a black mana. Way to get mana at all. which was really bad. Let's discard here. I think we do have to go after Badger Mole. Do we discard a card, or do we kind of think we need to discard a Ugin? One, two, three. Yeah, it's gonna be ways before we get Ugin. We're gonna be trying to get up to this deadly cover-up, which we'll be able to do in one turn, because we can drop the Terminus Collector's Vault again. I think we just go after the Badger Mole Cub too with the deadly cover-up when we were able to cast it. Okay. We might just have to drop another land. No? Discard a card. What do we discard here? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 we're going to have. I think we just go for the Planetarium. This Planetarium is going to do a lot for us. Well, we have the deadly cover-ups. Let's just discard Bitter Triumph. I might regret that later. We will see, won't we? Okay. Yeah, we're going to charge that up pretty good by deadly covering. So we want land. We didn't find the land. I think we wait one turn. We can discard Ardyn. This is pretty good. We can Ardyn our Terror Eater. Actually, let's do this. Ardyn. We'll get our Terror Eater out. Attack in, start gaining life. Anything that goes to their bin gets put under the Terror Eater, which is great. Hydra. It's a little risky. Okay, sack that. So I'm going to probably have to deadly cover up next turn, unfortunately. I should have probably left that exiled, but it does give us an extra draw, basically. Get a swamp. Give us another attacker. Oh, I can Earthbend too. I don't think it matters much, because we're just going to sweep. Okay, what are they going to do? Spend mana. I'm happy with that. Probably should have Earthbended, actually. That could bite us if it goes wrong here. Oh, that's fine. See what he does. So we can just cast this. He has to block now. This actually kind of worked out in our favor. So we can Snakeskin Veil. Let those trade. That is funny. Well, I guess that kind of changes things a little bit here. We don't need to sweep. Let's cast this now instead. Get that out too. I got 5 flying, so it doesn't really matter what they do. Just for fun. I mean, we have to keep this one. Should have done that, but... What does he have? Alright. GG's. I just really wanted to use Planetarium last game, but probably should just toss both of them to the bottom and then see what was on top. But I was actually able to cycle it at least. I don't think I played it yet this this video, so I only have one of it in the deck, but you can see how strong it is, what it can pull out. All right, we go first here. 3 Bitter Triumph and a zombie. Yes, please. We'll keep that. Bitter Triumph is going to throw the Bahamut in the yard. Just don't want to see blue mana. Green's good. We're going to Virtue here. Because I'm expecting another creature next turn, which then we can Bitter Triumph. And we'll be in really good shape then. I'll discard a card. I think we're just going to discard Bahamut. Badgermole Cub, we can get rid of Bahamut with Bahamut. Double Badgermole, nice. At least we got a target for it next turn if they don't get rid of it. GG's. All right, this is actually a pretty good hand here. We do have ramp, we got removal, we got the discard going on. We got a sweeper. We just are kind of looking for, I guess, a Zombify and some land. Even a Collector's Vault wouldn't be too bad. Oh, similar match as the last. I think we let that go one turn. Chocobos, I'm not too worried about. We might even let those go till we get the deadly cover up if we draw another land here. Didn't draw land. Let's see what we got going on here. Tifa. Do you have a land? Okay. I guess we let that go for a turn. We're just going to have to fire off the Bitter Triumph if we don't draw land. We found it. Let's go Eldrazi. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think Eldrazi is it. We can deadly cover up here, followed up by the Bitter Triumph. We'll drop the Bahamut. With the Bitter Triumph. Okay, Elf is not a big deal. They never sacked this, which was kind of interesting. We can just wait. We're already at 6. We're only 2 off from Ardyn. Ardyn's going to be great because we can just pull their creatures back. We'll take it. We want to save the Bitter Triumph for something that can really get pumped by the tunnel. Land would be the best draw we could hope for here. Get Ardyn down. Decline. Grab his Tifa. We'll decline that as well. Suppose we could have put it on because it has lifelink, but I just want, just in case, to be able to cast our Terror Eater with one more land. We'll have our Bitter Triumph available if they have a trick here. We'll attack in all the way. I want them to actually use a trick, and then we can Bitter Triumph. It's interesting. We'll get the archive out. Okay, he's got another Lockhart. Sacrifices. Sacrifices. Doesn't do anything. We'll discard a card. Now we can pull that back. We could have actually done that earlier and destroyed more stuff. Oh, they got the veil. That's fine. I still pull it back and kill it. We'll sacrifice this, draw some cards. We get Ugin. GG's. Oh, what a fun Ugin deck. That is a very strong deck. I mean, the ability to, forget the whole Ugin and even some of these other cards, the ability to Bitter Triumph on turn 2 and then Zombify on turn 4, or even, ramp, do Irencrag or, anything you want. Bitter Triumph on turn 3 at the end of their turn so they can be tapped out, and then Zombify in the creature that you just threw in your yard so they didn't even see it coming. What a great combo that is. Obviously, Bahamut's great. Terror Eater's fantastic. Being able to Ardyn for that. I love the fact that you have this on your top end if you need to exile things. He's always available. But you saw a lot of these games, I don't even need to get them out. Just how good it is. I do only have one planetarium. I was only able to cast it the one time in all those games. But I did show you, you could just pull something like Terror Eater right off the top of your deck and play it, which is just insane. Vistage is great. Really, all in all, this deck was fantastic to play. I really enjoyed it. You could fool around with the mana a little bit. Never had to really rely on Cavernous Souls, but I think it would have been really handy in some of those decks if I was facing counter spells, so that I could still get an Ardyn through. But all in all, what a fun deck to play. And if you could, hit that subscribe button, daily deck videos, do creative brews like this one, and have a fantastic day.